Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip. Just the opening round of 12 scheduled for tonight's bout. Chavez is hit to the head. How about that exchange? Sugar Ray Robinson's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. And he just holds on there. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Well, a lot of people were looking forward to this fight, and with very good reason. When you pit these two guys together, it should be a very good fight.
You don't have to look for either one of them. They are right there to be found, and our fans love that.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Back in '93, when he fought Greg Haugen defending the 140-pound title, he had an 82-fight win streak coming into that fight. But Haugen wasn't giving him any respect. He said Tijuana taxi drivers that my mother could have knocked out made up that win streak.
Well, he gave him respect afterwards, but the truth was that there was a lot of nondescript names. Fighters from Mexico that Haugen didn't know, he didn't recognize. Maybe they weren't real great fighters, but they were tough, steady guys. And Chavez improved with each one of them.
A harsh headshot by Sugar Ray Robinson. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
That was a miss by Julio Cesar Chavez. Robinson's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Sugar Ray Robinson now in between rounds. Reflect on the damage he just did to his opponent. He got to him.
Yeah, and here remember that reflection. You know, we look at it, we forget about it. He doesn't forget about it. He will go right back to that weakness that he saw, and he will make sure that he exploits it this round.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Julio Cesar Chavez. Move, move! And he's holding. Sugar Ray Robinson scores with the jab. Robinson's left landing well. Now he's backing his man up against the ropes. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Halfway through this round here. Sugar Ray Robinson with a well-placed jab. Unable to score with the hook. Chavez's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Solid right by Julio Cesar Chavez. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Chavez's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. And we come to the end of round number 2. Sugar Ray Robinson's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Julio Cesar Chavez. Ray Robinson blocks that punch. He tried to top, but was unable to connect. Right on the mark with the hook up top. Chavez is clamped down by a left hand. Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself well. Chavez's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. A headshot blocked. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Protecting his head well with his guard. Robinson's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. A stinging uppercut by Chavez. How about that left hand?
Still not moving enough. Move, muévate.
10 seconds to go in this 3rd round. Good right hand.
Keep moving. All right, breathe, deep breath, need some water. You're good.
Robinson's off to a really good start tonight. This is the first time we look at Teddy's scorecard, and you can see that he has it a clean sweep through 3 rounds.
Go, go.
Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Chavez is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Able to get him up against the ropes. You know what I find interesting, Teddy? At the end of the last century, the Associated Press named Sugar Ray Robinson the greatest fighter of the 20th century. Keep in mind, the 20th century was defined by superstar heavyweight champions. So for a welterweight and middleweight to take a title like that, that's extraordinary.
Yeah, it is extraordinary. Again, it speaks to not only the talent, but the kind of fighting he was fighting, how often he was fighting, the amount of fights he had, the way he went about it, and of course, his presence, his charisma. I mean, there was something that just shined about Sugar Ray Robinson, something that stood out about him, and of course, made him where people looked at him more than others. Even when there was a lot of terrific fighters, obviously, to catch your attention.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Chavez. Robinson's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Big right hand from Julio Cesar Chavez. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Chavez has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Well, when you've had as many fights as Ray Robinson has had, you've seen everything.
That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that,
now
all right?
having to deal with a cut that opened up after that last round.
And he'll know how to deal with it. As you said, he'll know how to behave with it. He will let his corner take care of it. He will not pay attention to it. You will not see him like maybe a younger fighter wiping at the blood. He will be concentrating and stabbing away at his opponent.
Chavez is just not throwing many jabs here tonight, Teddy. I know that really bothers you. You like a guy that commits to the jab, don't you?
Well, that's boxing 101. I mean, that's the fundamentals, and it has so many areas where it serves you. I mean, it sets up your punches, it sets up your offense, but it controls your defense. Keeps a guy at a certain distance, gives the guy something to think about. Just the most basic thing in the world.
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Julio Cesar Chavez. Halfway into round number 5 here. Not able to land the headshot. Goes up top with the right hand. Robinson's combination punching is working well here. Nice work with the overhand right. Sugar Ray with a great uppercut there. Chavez is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Back and forth exchange. Chavez able to get rid of that punch from his opponent. Look at that combination by Julio Cesar Chavez. That's exactly what he wanted to do, backing him up against the ropes. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts. And yet another big shot comes in. Hey, I thought Sugar Ray Robinson was hard to hit. His opponent made it look easy with perfect timing that time, scoring the knockdown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now Sugar Ray Robinson has to figure things out. He's been down, he's rising up, and looking to continue on.
You know what, Joe? He has envisioned this moment before. He's laid in bed before fighting and said, what happens if this happens? He knows exactly how he's going to act, exactly how he's going to behave, and he knows he's going to pull it out in a correct way.
Blocks it away. Robinson's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Robinson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. A well-placed left hand up top. Oh, what an exchange! Up top with the right hand. And he ties up on the inside. Robinson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Able to show you his blocking ability. Robinson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Sound defense to block that time by Julio Cesar Chavez. And that's the end of round 6.
Relax.
You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
Robinson's going out there after just being knocked down in the last round. If you're standing opposite him, what's the mentality? What's the strategy here?
Well, you want to go after him, but you don't want to walk into a trap either. You want to kind of size him up a little bit. You want to see if he looks like he's okay, but at the same time, keep in your mind that he might be trying to con you. You know you hurt him, so put that pressure on, but do it smart.
Chavez is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Wow, stunned moments ago, but now somehow, some way, surviving well.
You know, Joe, I had a fighter once that got dropped in a round, and he wasn't doing real good up to that point. After that, he fought better. He boxed better. He fought better.
Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted. Never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Sugar Ray Robinson. And now he's targeting upstairs. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Nice block by Julio Cesar Chavez. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Round number 8, and Teddy's scorecard only tells part of the story. Chavez is not only down on the scorecards, but he's been battered and bruised.
Yeah, it's at the point now that if you're the corner man and your responsibility is to get your fighter ready to win. But once that looks like it's not going to happen, now you have a new responsibility. Protect your fighter. Stop the fight if he doesn't have a chance to win.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Move your head.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Julio Cesar Chavez.
Side to side.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Sugar Ray Robinson. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Hit yourself.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Robinson's left working well that time.
Not focusing.
Robinson's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Nice block by... Oh, a big shot comes home for him. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sugar Ray Robinson's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. And the round comes to an
Stay
end.
away from that power
In
hand,
between
okay?
rounds
Keep
here,
circling away from
Chavez's
that.
eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Oh, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Well-placed double jab. Robinson's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Chavez is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. He's getting him into position there. You can see him backing him up against the rope. You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. Sugar Ray Robinson's revealing to us just where he is right now. He was knocked down earlier, but you can see he wants to constantly put his back against the ropes or try to get into the corner to support himself.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of help right now. And what he also needs is a little help from his opponent, because he's going into that place where he's basically putting a sign out. You know, you put a sign in your store that I'm out to lunch. Well, right now, he's out to survive. And the opponent has to recognize that, and he has to understand, bang to the body, and then the head will follow. Don't just go to the head, because he's looking to slip those shots.
And he engages in the clinch. Good shot to the head with that right hand.
Stay away from the power, okay? circling away from that.
And now they start round number 10. Chavez has got to be steady on his feet right here. Everybody's looking to see how he looks right now after being stunned in that last round.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Very nice defensive guard there. Chavez's three-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza.
Blocks the headshot. Julio Cesar Chavez with a huge left hand. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Chavez is whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. I mean, perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
Halfway through round 10. Good, smart, tactical move here, backing up his opponent against the ropes.
Keep your head moving.
Wow, look at that, trading shots. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 10.
Okay, you're doing fine. But listen to me. We got to do a little more.
Well, I'm curious to see how this is going to play out here. He does have a slight lead on your scorecard through 10 rounds, Teddy, but I am not convinced that that's the way it's going to look when all is said and done.
No, there's been a lot of close rounds here tonight, Joe. This is the kind of fight where there hasn't been much to separate each other in many of those pivotal rounds. So I think the corner plays into it right now. What they tell their guy. Do they tell them that they're winning, or do they lie to them and say you're a little behind to try to kick it into a higher gear?
They're sending more than one at him now. The combo. Okay. He did. Oh! Robinson stunned and down. Where did that punch come from?
That's exactly what he's wondering.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What do you think, Teddy? Do you think he can survive things here? He's been down multiple times now and keeps getting there.
History tells us that fighters when
Did you see that? Sugar Ray Robinson's down after that punch. This fight could soon be over. Chavez is gunned down yet another opponent, a knockout victory. So here we are late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.
And that's exactly why it happened, because he was coasting along. Everybody was comfortable. Everybody thought nothing big's going to happen. We're going to wrap it up. And that's when something like this